Welcome to another episode of Beyond the White Book. We are building a deck, and Roy has joined me and Aaron to build today. And Roy, you mentioned you wanted to do a Jon Snow deck. Is that right?
Yes, I've been building a lot of decks myself and been building with people here in New York and on podcasts, and I've been very fortunate. But the one thing I haven't really seen people been able to pull off is a Jon Snow deck, a deck that runs Jon Snow and it runs him well and puts him to good use. And considering I'm here with two of the best deck builders in the world, I thought we'd give it a shot.
I mean, the two best deck builders in the world. Let's
Yep.
let's be clear.
Aaron says that. I'm not so sure of that, but what I am happy to do is build this deck with you. Now, I'm not even saying it's going to be good,
Oh,
but
it's not going to.
so
Uh,
obviously the main faction is Night's Watch because we need Jon Snow.
Yes,
Um,
I mean
and he's loyal, right?
Jon Snow is
he
not loyal.
he's not loyal, but he punishes you for the more non-Night's Watch characters you run because he only works with Night's Watch characters.
Right. So maybe we want to consider another house. Right.
But if we do another house, we're almost doing a false banner,
Yep, exactly.
and Night's Watch has the best draw.
Um,
That's true, but it does have the worst economy.
Yeah, but we're not going to get any extra gold economy to help play Jon Snow from anywhere.
we're not. Now, the Night's Watch you were saying has the best draw, and I'm not sure about that. I think the Night's Watch has the best long game draw, but I think the best burst draw is actually in Tyrell, which helps you dig better. And Tyrell actually has a loyal event that would help us find John. Now, either
Tyrell
way,
does have a lot that'll help us find Jon,
yeah.
and Jon should be able to win us intrigue. I can see doing a Tyrell banner of the Watch.
Okay, we'll
All
try it
right.
that way.
What? Hang on. What neutral? What? Sorry. What loyal characters are Night's Watch that we'd be losing out on?
Will
I don't care about Will. He doesn't fit in this deck.
Old Bear.
Old
Yeah.
Bear,
Okay. I think I'm okay. Not running Old Bear. Thanks though. Um,
Yorin,
Yorin doesn't really do what we want for this. The birds, but whatever. We established that. Yeah.
the
I don't think.
Hunters.
Yeah. I'm okay not having them. All right. So it is Tyrell, Banner of the Watch.
Great. We are on
Here we
to
go.
building. So I suggest we
Where
do
do you
something
gentlemen want to start?
a little bit backwards. Normally we do our the faction we're bannering to, but since we're doing a false banner, we might want to start with Tyrell.
Actually, can I make a weird suggestion for where to start?
Sure.
There's two plots I think we should start with.
Okay.
All
I
right.
think we
Well,
should
make
run
these a
two
bit easier.
joust. I think we should run two jousting contests.
Yeah, of course.
Jon Snow is extraordinarily hard to stop with jousting contests.
That's
And
right because it's declare. Yeah. Oh yeah, that's
yeah,
nice.
and Randall's really good in jousting contest too. It'll
And
also
Knight
mean
of
that we
Flowers.
well, Knight of Flowers is good all the time. He doesn't need the jousting contest. But Tyrell also has the location that basically lets you turn off a challenge initiated against you if you have jousting contest running.
So let's consider what else we want to run plot wise since we're here. Does that make sense?
Yeah, we're gonna need some serious coinage here to get John out.
Calling the
I'm
banners.
I'm gonna suggest a couple things that some people might not like the sound of. Calling the banners is a great pick,
And
Aaron,
trading.
and trading.
Good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
calling the banners
Yeah,
is great
trading.
because it's gonna give you a ton of gold. It's high initiative, and because we're not looking to kill off their characters or wipe their board down with Varus or Wildfire, it's probably going to give us a decent amount of gold. But yeah, I think trading is something we want to seriously consider for this deck.
I think it's something we 100% run.
I think
Um,
so, particularly since our centerpiece character is a 6-cost non-lord. Yeah.
I think we. Oh wow! Once my computer stops acting up, I think we certainly want one summons.
We got to find that
Oh
centerpiece
yeah.
character.
Yeah. That's five, right? We
Yep.
want to run a low curve to give us the best chance of finding him. Um.
So now we're looking at other
Do we
ways.
want to calm over Westeros? I mean, it's 5 gold. If we see decent economy and set up, we could play John.
I don't know if I want calm. I do think I would like. What is it? A Clash of Kings.
A Clash of Kings. Clash of Kings is good if you can get extra challenges because then you can really pull home those extra power challenges. And I mean, Tyrell has the ability to do that. I just don't know how many of those characters we're going to be running. 4 gold is a
And how
little
are we going to
low.
be able to afford? Yeah. And also, how are we going to afford an ambush 4 character in this deck?
I don't think we're running many of those. I just wanted the extra power to close when we're ready.
Well,
Other options, Power Behind the Throne is a one of. Gold is bad, but John needs to be standing.
mm,
There is literally no other way to stand Jon Snow.
it's not horrible, but 3 gold is so brutal. How about what are we looking for? Oh man, my brain is not working here. What about oh my god, why can I not say
Confiscation.
counting
Confis-
coppers?
if I'd rather have, I don't want counting. I'd rather have the stand than counting. I think.
all right. I think there's one thing that we can all agree on, though. Confiscation is going
What's
to be
up?
needed
Why? Jon
because
Snow has no attachments.
oh, I understand, but it's not about Snow, it's about our Randall, who's also going to be a power grabbing machine in this deck.
Okay,
And
sure.
All
Marjorie
right,
is
one confiscation.
fantastic with John, right? Because she adds +3 strength,
Yeah.
and then he's a machine gun because he keeps that strength. So I think we probably want a confiscation for that.
Yeah, and with the number of seals and lightbringers in the meta, confiscation is you can just aggressively confiscate as well.
Is there anything we can do to slow down Gaston Grey?
We're eating Gastons all day long here.
Okay. And I think our
Uh,
last plot is probably.
Well,
Oh wait, how about a filthy? Not for Gaston, just in general for our last plot.
I like either Filthy or I like Feast for Crows because the 6 gold allows us to play John, and actually the 2 extra gold, power for winning dominance can let us close out a game even faster because this is going to be a rushy deck.
Yeah, I could do feast. I like 6 gold.
okay, we can start that way.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
So let's start with
Characters from Tyrell.
How about
characters from Tyrell.
how about be crazy and go
Oh,
neutral characters
that also
Sure.
works.
because they'll be fast
Whatevs.
and easy, right? Randall
I
Cereal.
vote two. I vote two Sirio. No,
Yes, I'm in for the 2
Oh,
cereal.
two. Okay.
Sirio's phenomenal. No other neutral characters.
Yeah.
Yep. Particularly if we're going to be using the Mander package, we don't need Littlefinger, so can't see anything else.
Neutral attachments? None.
Um,
Yeah.
so we're in a place where we're probably going to play a bunch of attachments. So to me, that actually increases the usefulness of Milk and
Value of
Poppy.
milk.
And
I
on
can go
top of
two.
that, we don't really want to lose a bunch of icons to that new Martell bitch.
It's a good point, John.
So 2 milk
Yeah,
or 3.
2 or 3 milk. I'm good either
I,
way.
I think let's start with 2 and we can go up if we need to.
All right.
All right.
All right. 3 Kings Road, 3 Rose Road. Do we want the Iron Throne?
3 Kings Road, 3
Or
Rose
do we
Road.
want Street of Sisters?
I don't think
Since
we want Street of Sisters. I don't like
we're
Street of
going for the
Sisters.
rush.
I think Street of Sisters is kind of bad. I wouldn't mind a Shadow Black because Trell has really good events.
Let's come back to the other ones to see if one we have room and see which Tyrell events we're playing.
Okay. Neutral events? None of, right?
We are not a
Hands
kill.
Judgment. Hands Judgment.
Yeah.
Times 3.
And
Okay.
then we don't want any superior claim.
No, I don't think. No. Thanks, though.
I don't think we go that far.
No.
All
All right.
right.
So now Terrell characters. Or Terrell
Characters, Tyrell.
cards.
Yes.
All right.
Do we want Arbor Knights?
They're interesting in that they have 2 icons, but they're not going to push John into challenges, so let's hold off on all our little guys. Let's talk about the...
Well, we want 3 Garden Caretaker.
Yes.
Yes. And one left, one right?
No.
No?
They don't do anything for this deck.
We
3
want
Marjorie.
3 Marjorie.
Mm-hmm.
We want Paxter.
Times 2.
Yeah.
2 Baxters. Got it.
3 Randall.
2 Randall. 3? Okay.
Oh, yeah. 3 or 2? What do you want?
I generally go 2 for anyone without an intrigue icon.
So you're going 2 Randall, 2 Knights of the Flower.
That's what I would do. Are you okay with that?
Yep. No Queen of Thorn. No Wardens, because
What
we're
about the
Uh,
against the Nightwatch
Wardens?
army.
Yeah, Night's Watch Army better
No, Night's Watch Army is better.
All right.
than all your. I think that might be it.
Yeah, that
Unless
might
we
be it.
decide to come back and add some low costers later.
Let's go over the
Let's
Night's
add.
Watch and
Let's add our Heartsbeam. One or two.
okay, so we're
I
going over
think
to the
two. Might as
yeah,
well finish with our trail cards.
sure.
Two
Two
for
Hearts.
now. We can cut down if we need. If we run out of space.
Are we gonna
Uh,
run other Tyrell locations? Are we gonna run? We're
well,
definitely
we're
running
definitely
Zone.
running two. We're running two High Garden. Two Pleasure Barge because draw good.
Yep.
And two Mander or one Mander?
Uh, one Mander, two Rose Garden.
I like this, and you know what, guys? With all these ways to pump strength, these big guys, the two jousting contests, I think we can actually win power challenges by 5. We might want to consider support of the people.
Oh, let's come back to it. Let's see our space. Uh, the only other we want a couple of Linus Cunning, no
So now we're talking
events.
other, yeah, so events.
Wait, are you okay with the numbers on these locations? Two High Garden, two Pleasure Barge, two Rose Garden, one Mander.
I'll be honest with you. I played Tyrell quite a fair bit. It's what I played in the New York tournament, and I actually found that High Garden, even with jousting contest, was very costly for Tyrell to play and maintain. So I went down to one of it and two of the Mander in my final build because there's no
Okay,
ongoing cost to the Mander. But
okay,
I'm okay either
we
way.
can do it. Yeah, I'm fine. We're not defensive. Two Mander, one High Garden makes sense to me. All right, events. Do we want Olenna's Cunning?
Well,
I mean,
hmm,
to find John, one of at least.
I think we want to look for John. Remember that we might want to go up to 3 Paxter because he actually reduces these event costs for us. So,
Depends what events we're running besides Olenna's Cunning.
yes.
Um,
okay.
I think we run two Olennas. Let's start with two.
We
Let's start
can
with
also
two. And
run
do
the
we want to
Baron
go?
Maiden Fair, right? Look at
Yeah,
the
I
top
think we
5
run two.
cards.
I think we run two Baron Maiden Fair. Yes,
Yeah.
three
Particularly
is
if we,
too. Three is too many. Correct.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Okay.
So 2 of those, 2 Cunning.
All
Calling it
right,
a
that's the end
day.
of our Tyrell.
Yeah.
I don't think we want Growing Strong because it's not going to work with our many Night's Watch characters.
And
And
we're not going to need Lady Sansa's Rose because we don't have any knights.
sure we
Besides
do.
Nine of Flowers.
We have one, and then one lady, which is probably not enough.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay, let's go to Night's Watch. Characters. All right, so let's just add 3 John. Just immediately.
Yep.
Two or three
Uh,
Ghost.
Ghost is
I mean,
Ghost.
Ghost
fantastic.
is
Ghost is
ridiculous with John,
unreal. Two.
too.
Yeah.
We do want to see him.
Benjin.
Oof.
Expensive, but power gain.
Yeah, let's take one.
Okay.
One for now.
3
3
range.
ranging parties.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Two or three Amon.
I was thinking 2
2.
Amon, a
1
Royce.
Waymar.
Yeah.
One Waymar.
3
Three
Stewards.
Steward. Three Unsworn Apprentice.
Yep.
And no Veteran Builders, Kazoo.
That's
Although with High Garden,
choose and stand a
Not
location.
and if we
not just
want to
Highgarden, but the Mander doesn't kneel, right? So
and
it's
if we
anytime.
want to win power challenges by 5 or more,
All right, let's grab a veteran builder here. We'll take one.
what just
Yeah.
one? Okay,
Well,
that puts us
I
at
mean, we're only
30.
at 33, so
But
I
we
mean,
are almost out of space in this deck.
yeah.
Right, because we haven't even got the attachments, which are key because we're running 3 long call.
Yeah, we're definitely running 3 Long Claw. That's 60. Then we look at locations.
Want Castle Black at least
Castle
one
Black is so good.
or
All right,
2.
2 or 1.
2. It's so good.
Okay, we're at 62 cards.
I know.
And
And
then we
then,
want to run what 3 Sword of the Darkness, right?
all right.
That's only for
So,
your special decks, Roy. We're going to move away from the Sword in the Darkness.
so we just need to cut one card.
It's going to be a Castle Black because it's defensive, not offensive, even though it's a great card. Or,
Agreed. It's probably the best card in
yeah,
the deck, ironically. Like the best real card, besides Randall.
I mean, to be completely honest, guys, this deck isn't horrible.
Oh no, it's horrible.
I mean, it's not the worst deck you could build.
I think we're going to have gold issues because of that. I'm going to suggest that we take a look at our characters again and try to get a third Paxter in. to help with that?
We can get a third Paxter, but I don't want to cut from characters.
Well, where are we going
I
to
mean, we
cut?
are at only
I
33.
think we just cut Castle Black, honestly, at that point.
All right.
It doesn't fit with our goal.
Okay,
Yeah,
and then
it's
you
such a
want a
good
third.
card though. It's hard
I
cutting down cards
agree.
that don't fit with your goal, but that's actually a good thing. Like I don't think this deck is good, um, but when you're building a deck, you do have to stay on target. And if you go too far off target, you can end up building a bad deck with a lot of good cards, but they don't
Yeah.
synergize well together. So I think we're making the right cut in this, and we might even want to think about cutting um, High Garden for the same reason.
But that would
So
take us to actually 60 cards, John. We can't have that.
that's not going to happen.
But
But
then we can add something.
so my concern is, all right. Like I like High Garden largely because we really need to avoid Put to the Sword. And do we have another card we want to run in that 61st slot? We can run a third Milk over High Garden. I'm willing to listen.
That's what I was going to suggest.
Okay, let's do it.
Okay.
Okay. And do we want to tell the listeners why? Because the milk will actually take away stealth and stuff like that from some
Yeah.
annoying targets, and therefore make the puts less likely as well.
Yeah.
And again, it's just a great Nymeria answer. So,
Yep.
2 Hearts Brain. Yeah, I'm okay with this deck.
so I'm at 6. Oh, we're going to the
60,
third
but
milk.
Mhm.
That's right. I
Well,
didn't
no,
put
we're
the
not
third
at
milk
60.
in.
Don't be silly.
So, Roy, we need a cool name for this deck. Our last one was Hot Wolf Love, which I really enjoyed. So, what are we naming this?
Uh, is there a good Jon Snow pun that we can
Sure.
think of?
Snow Job.
I love it.
I love it too. I'm going to do it.
I mean,
I'm
John's
going to
running
say
around
Snow
sticking
Job
things with his pointy stick, right?
with the pointy end.
Yep.
All right, Snow Job, a Jon Snow deck. All right, clicking save. All right. Well, before we end this though, okay. So what does whether or not this deck is going to be what you should take to the next tour championship? What does this deck do well? Like what? Looking at the way we built it, what does it do well?
It ignores the Jon Snow module and tries to win with Randall.
Okay.
If we get John out, he will, and we get Longclaw on him, he'll get us run out. And they don't confiscate it or blow it up with Rattleshirt Raiders. Yeah, I mean, the reason people don't make the Jon Snow decks is because it's got a lot of moving parts, and one of them is pretty easy to stop. So until
And
Night's
honestly,
Watch,
we need more Night's Watch characters.
yeah, with more icons. Unsword Apprentice goes a long way to help me. Like, it does help this
Yeah,
deck,
that's why.
but
That we didn't talk enough about Unsworn Apprentice. We should read that. That's a new card, right? Unsworn Apprentice is a 3-for-2 companion. No attachments except weapon. Challenge action. Unsworn Apprentice gains a challenge icon of your choice until the end of the phase. Limit once per phase. That is fantastic with John because it means John participates in whatever the hell challenge Unsworn Apprentice decides.
yeah.
It,
However,
it does help smooth John out.
yeah, it still means that, Jon Snow until he gets Longclaw, he's 4 strength. He's not winning challenges all over the
Good.
place.
He's not good. I think that's the word you're looking for.
Yeah, he needs a couple more strength or better weapons for
Cost.
him or something. Yeah.
I think it's the cost that really kills John. Like just 6 for 4, one icon with such a conditional ability is not fun. I
Yeah,
guess.
I mean, if he were a lord, we could start talking.
Yeah, but this, I mean, it's first book John, right? So,
Yeah, no, I don't care about Nedliness. What the hell's that got to do with me? Um,
Yeah, I
I
mean,
care about what's playable.
I think what's cool about this Jon Snow is that if they decide to give any kind of synergy to him, as if Jon Snow's in play do X or Y or Z with a Dire Wolf or something else later, he could become very good very easily. So I think they kind of proceeded with caution, maybe because it's out of the core box set, and then if they see that this Jon Snow deck isn't progressing, they'll be able to very easily, either print a cool Night's Watch weapon that does something, and or give something that actually just boosts Mr. Snow, and it would make sense thematically in deadliness.
and if Night's Watch sees some way to reduce certain, traits, like, if there's a location that comes out that reduces, the first Stewart you play or the first, John, I think will be a lot more useful. Night's Watch, I think, needs a little bit more economy before you can really see the old bear or this John
Yep.
in a lot of decks. Just 6 cost without immediately punching you in the face kind of effect out of a Night's Watch deck is just really too much.
I mean, you compare him to Randall, and even if Randall's just attacking, Randall already has that renown. 2 icons.
So true.
Yeah.
All
I
right.
mean,
Well,
so is he the worst 6 coster in the game right now?
Yes.
the worst 6 coster. Um, what's the Martell 6 coster? Doran?
Doran.
Doran.
Doran's better. At least he draws. And he sets up some cool stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, that insight. Yeah, if Jon Snow had insight or something, that might make him a little. That might make him broke him actually.
Oh, he'd be broken with insight. He'd be the ultimate draw engine, right? Like thumping away.
Yeah.
No, I don't know. I think you might be right. He's definitely at the bottom of the 6 costers.